Hello and welcome. This is Borno Restoration. I am Jesse Tafida. On today's episode of the program, we will take you through the ongoing efforts by Governor Baba Zulum towards bringing succor to survivors of the 13-year Boko Haram insurgency in the state. First, let's bring you the latest on Borno Today.
Solemnly pledge to provide
competent and quality care.
A breath of fresh air to these 406 medical graduates. They may be in school longer than expected, but it's certainly rewarding. To witness the 12th combined induction ceremony are experts in the medical profession, academic dons, family and friends. The school's management is pleased with the growing number of graduates from the program. In order to save lives, it expects the inductees to uphold the highest standards of the medical profession.
Those coming after you will be encouraged to work hard, knowing there is a reward for such a venture. Whatever would help deliver the best health outcomes for our fellow citizens is worth pursuing.
I can confidently tell you that the future is bright for you, and success will surely come with strong commitment and abiding faith in God.
A request was made by one of the registrars that the first class graduates should be given automatic employment. I want to inform the registrar that this has been an unwritten policy of the university.
By taking on their obligations, the graduates pledged to uphold great sense of professionalism in discharging their duties.
I'm actually overwhelmed. I feel so happy, so excited. I'm so happy. The fact that I had passion for what I'm doing, it was my fuel, and then I actually work towards it. Consistency is the key. Know what you want and go for it.
I just took an oath to help the community and in the best possible way that I can, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Physiotherapy can be very difficult, but whenever I stretch, I still come back. So I think my resilience have helped me a lot, and the passion to keep passion for the cause kept me in the cause up to this level.
The medical students were inducted into 4 professions of medical laboratory science, medical radiography, medical rehabilitation, physiotherapy, and nursing science. A gathering of Goza natives from the state Southern Senatorial District. They are here to talk about how they can best do their obligation to advance the state and nation.
We call on our brethren all over the world that we should come home and contribute our own part to the development of the state. We are calling on the government too, so that as we work together, the management will do justice, equity, and inclusiveness.
Government at all levels is tasked by the forum stakeholders to guarantee all programs and policies are inclusive of all citizens. This, in their opinion, will significantly increase everyone's involvement in the country's growth.
So many ethnic groups, so many communities, and everybody wants to be on the table. Everybody wants to be included in the entire process. And I think having an effective governance strategy for managing diversity is important. Our differences are significant, but at the same time, managing diversity is equally important.
Nigerians are urged by clergymen to constantly pray for better governance and for those in positions of leadership.
My advice and invitation is for all of them to participate in politics actively. You know, if you don't participate in the process, you don't expect to benefit in the proceeds. You know, so for us clergymen, we cannot participate in politics, but for them, they have no reason. It is their civic responsibility.
We want them to support some of the programs that government gear towards the progress of the state. I wanted them to key in and to be resilient, just as we heard from the speakers.
The conference is grateful for the governor of Borno State, Baba Zulum, and especially appreciates his care for the situation of the internally displaced persons from Goza and those who have returned to their homes. The Borno State Governor, Baba Zulum, has continued to distribute relief items of cash, food and non-food items to returnees of liberated communities to help them pick the pieces of their lives. This gesture, the governor says, will continue until the end of his tenure. Take a listen. Peace is gradually returning to Borno State, with most liberated communities now occupied by returnees who are starting to pick the pieces of their lives. Governor Baba Zulum, since assumption into office as the executive governor of Borno State, has continued to identify and respond to urgent needs of survivors of the insurgency. His greatest commitment is to restore peace and return all internally displaced persons to their ancestral homes through his reconstruction, rehabilitation and resettlement campaign. Today is another day for Professor Baba Zulum to carry out humanitarian interventions to returnees. Bama Local Council was his first port of call. Returnees here are overwhelmed to see the governor as help comes their way amidst economic hardship. 70,000 households will benefit from this gesture of food, non-food items and cash.
In continuation of our ongoing efforts in order to provide succor to the less privileged people, we are here in Bama town of Bama local government area of Borno State. We are aware of the rising cost of food items, and we believe Bama is one of the worst affected local government area by Boko Haram insurgency. In this particular town, local government, about 50,000 people were killed by Boko Haram. And access to the agricultural lands is limited to some certain extent. So we are here to provide food and non-food items to the vulnerable population of this local government area in order to curtail the menace of food shortages in the state. As you are aware, this is not only the local government area that we have been distributing food items. We have started providing palliatives to the people of Borno State since the year 2015 to date, when I took over from my predecessor. So for us, this is not the very beginning, it's a continuation exercise. But as a result of the recent hike in food prices and then recent drought, a few months ago, I announced distribution of palliatives to about 300,000 people. Later on, we increased the figure by about 200,000. So today, we are here to witness distribution of food items in Bama town or Bama local government areas of Borno State in order to cushion the effect of the hardship. We shall invite stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? The dealers. Those that are selling rice, those that are selling maize, and all other food items. We shall have meeting with them. In addition to this one, the cement sellers, building material sellers, food and non-food items, especially essential items. We shall have a stakeholders meeting, inshallah, on Wednesday, and then we shall discuss on the subject matter, which is the increasing cost of food items. And then what alternatives will the government of Borno State, what alternatives the government of Borno State will take in order to cushion the effect of the food shortages. One, we must look at indiscriminate purchase of food items by vendors. We shall stop it. This is something that we must look into it. People are coming to buy the food items and then hoarding the food items. So this has to be stopped. This is one. And then we have many communities. We have some people that are going to villages, especially to Fulka, to Juka and other areas, in order to buy the food items in large quantities. Their main objective is not to consume the food items, or it's not to make profit. Their main objective is to see how they will, divert huge amount of the quantum of the food items so that they will sell it at an exorbitant price. So government will do everything possible to curtail this one. I will also have a meeting with the traditional rulers to see what measures can we take. Secondly, Metropolitan and Jere local government and its environment. It's one of the areas that are facing acute food shortages. Therefore, I will also constitute a very strong committee. This time around, I will ensure that reasonable degree of prudence is achieved. I want to identify a reasonable quantum of people within Metropolitan and its environs so that we'll provide food and non-food items for them in the month of Ramadan. Inshallah. While all other local government areas like Ngala, we have provided food items for them. Dikwa, we have provided. Monguno, we have provided food items to them. We are yet to go to Gajiram, local government, Gajikana, Tungushe and others.
This is part of his routine, and you could see that since yesterday the distribution exercise has been going on. Yesterday he distributed wrappers and cash grant to women, and today food items to men, and also he has attended to different groups at different levels based on their needs. And I think with the economic hardship, this intervention is timely, because people are actually suffering, and they need this intervention. And you could see that the Ramadan is fast approaching, and he has promised also yesterday while he was addressing that this is not for the Ramadan, but he is going to be here as part of his routine exercise to give them more food items and other relief materials before the Ramadan period.
Each of the 25,000 male heads of household received 25 kg bag of rice and maize, while 45,000 women received 5,000 naira cash and a wrapper each. The beneficiaries are overwhelmed with the gesture. She says, "I'm sincerely happy with this gesture by our good governor. The economy situation continues to bite harder, but we are now seeing efforts made by the governor to alleviate our sufferings. I pray God to bless him." This one says, "This is a huge support to us by the governor. It will surely assist me and my family in the coming months." The governor supervised the distribution to ensure there were no sharp practices. From Bama, the governor proceeded to Banki, a commercial town, shares a border with Cameroon Republic. He is here to commission new houses and a market for returnees.
Banki International Market is one of the most important markets in the state, as it is a commercial hub for people in the far north region of Cameroon and the Republic of Chad. To this effect, we have so far rehabilitated 148 government-owned shops with the support of the Regional Stabilization Facility. Furthermore, Borno State government has constructed 740 privately owned shops here in this market and constructed 22 blocks of 440 market stalls for petty traders, bringing the total number of markets that were newly constructed to about 1,000. The total number of shops rehabilitated to about 200. All this effort is centered towards the restoration of livelihood in conflict-affected communities in Borno State and far north region of Cameroon. My appeal, Your Excellency, is that we continue to promote transborder trade by removing all hindrances that will impede free movements of goods and services. The idea of establishing the Banki Free Trade Zone was mooted during the administration of our predecessor, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But because of the insurgency, the objectives has not been met. And therefore, inshallah, we shall partner with the Federal Republic of Nigeria to see how the Banki Intercontinental Free Trade Zone will be established. Furthermore, we will be commissioning the teachers' quarters, which is 5 blocks of 10 two-bedroom houses for teachers at government-day secondary school banking, which is almost completed and will be inspected shortly. Let me also bring to the kind notice of my colleague, the governor of Cameroon, Cameroon, that Borno State government is willing to give some slots to indigenous of Cameroon that are willing to study in Nigeria. Especially secondary schools who are willing to study English, mathematics and other Nigerian courses. Furthermore, we shall also provide some slots for them to study some courses in our state university.
The state government also promised to strengthen bilateral ties with Cameroon Republic to improve transborder trade.
I implore Your Excellency to join me in promoting transborder trade by eliminating any barriers that hinders the free flow of goods and services. Today, let us invite the vibrant commercial activity that once characterized these communities. Today marks a significant milestone as we lay the foundation for the Bank International Capital Market. Your Excellency, the reopening of this market is a crucial endeavor that demands the cooperation of both our governments. It is the goal of my administration to reconstruct and reopen the Bank International Capital Market, inshallah, in the next 90 days. With the hope that the unrestricted movement of livestock, as seen in the past, will be reinstated. Additionally, I also propose that we explore avenues for fostering an international student exchange program which has historically enriched our cultural diversity. As we extend our sincerest appreciation to Your Excellency, the esteemed members of your entourage and distinguished guests for honoring us with your presence on this auspicious occasion. We honestly hope that our proposals and requests will receive the utmost attention and consideration. And let me use this opportunity to also inform you that Borno State government, and indeed that of the federal government, will soon pay a visit, reciprocal visit to Marwa and indeed Yaoundé, inshallah, in order to promote all the activities that we discussed this afternoon before the official commissioning of the international cattle market, with a view to removing all the encumbrances that may happen after the opening of the market.
We really appreciate what you are saying here in the domain of reconstruction. In the domain of reconstruction, we visited first of all, we are in the market, we have seen them. We noticed that a lot have been done. The occasion, we are now in the framework of the reconstruction because the security situation is back to normalcy. Therefore, have been done by the head of state, the poor head of state, and the government and all population, including the general committee. But as I said earlier, challenge can remain because we face difficulty of work around for at least 10 or 10 years. All have been destructive in the school, hospital, market, and so forth. So people have been killed. We have IDPs and refugees. So the damage is we have big damage. So we hear what has been said by the government 5 years ago. It's not possible. No one has no chance than to say that people are back to their area and carry out their daily business. That's due to the effort that we done by the governor and the federal government.
Kan saka liwa
And that's our package on this episode of Borno Restoration. Thanks for being part of it. I'm Jessie Tafida. See you next time. Bye-bye.